Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'm opening 2004 Fleer Platinum for $130. Thought I didn't hit the record button. That would have been a waste. Let's dig into it. So, wax and jumbo. I don't really know what this is, honestly. Wax packs and 4 jumbo packs. All right, so in 4 packs, there'd be 20 nameplates, big signs, autograph. Now, I know I opened these when I was a kid, but I vaguely remember anything we did. So, let's see. Let's just take a peek. Okay. All right, that looks promising. Just dump it out. What are the odds we actually pull something big? I'll set that right there. So, early 2000s is kind of hard to pull. Save the fat packs for the end. So like it says, in these, there's 20 cards with the nameplate cards. 1 in 4 jumbo packs, so at least 1 nameplate. I don't know what the nameplates are, though. And then 18, 7 per pack, big signs, autographs. So we might get an autograph out of this. But we get at least 2 relics, I believe it says. I read it somewhere while I was in the shop. Or maybe yeah, whatever. All right, first pack. Oh, they're labeled wax and jumbo. You can kind of see through that. It's the Twins. Was that Torrey Hunter? Ooh, Jack Jones. Let's go ahead and just take a peek at all this. Cubs, Sammy Sosa, Matt Stairs for the Royals, and then Barry Larkin. Can't remember if Barry Larkin's in the Hall of Fame or not. I think he is. Let's see. And the first card we start out with is, I'm trying to adjust this, Troy Gloss, Bernie Williams, Castillo, Woody Williams, Joel Pinheiro, Larry Walker, Jorge DePaula, and Ching-Ming Wong. Is that a rookie for him? I don't really remember. And Gloss. Pack number 2. There's something. Edgar Renteria. That's always cool. I'm just going to throw these on the ground. Andy Pettit, Astros, but Yankees. Always thought those were unique cards. Esteban Loaiza, Al Leiter, Nomar Garcia Parra. Miggy. That's always a good one. Set that aside. I'll set Nomar aside, too. Hideo Nomo and Edgar Renteria, Unsung Heroes. That's always fun. I'll set that aside as well. I think they're inserts. Now, I just bought this box to open for fun. I'm not putting a set together or nothing, so, basically just hunting the good stuff. All right, Brett Boone, Miggy Tejada with the O's, Athletics. Maglio Ordonez, Preston Wilson. Andrew Jones, Roy Oswalt, and Roberto Alomar. Alomar's another one. I think he's in the Hall of Fame. I can't really remember. I also think he had a little off-field drama in the last few years, so he might not be. Russ Ortiz. D-Train. Brad Wilkerson. Luis Matos. Ichiro. Big signs. We'll just go ahead and finish this off. Francisco Cruceda. And Ryan Wing. And then Ben Weber, Unsung Heroes. And then Ichiro Big Signs. Yeah, see, these are always cool. Finding a top loader for them is a pain in the ass because you can't really display them how you want. I actually have a giant Aaron Judge kind of decal from a box that I had a while back. All right, let's keep on going. A Rubio Durazo. He was cool. A checklist. I miss when they actually included checklists in the packs. Let's see. Brandon Webb. Lance Berkman. Ooh, Jack Wilson. That's a nice looking card. It's got the retro uniform. And also, if you're a Pirates fan now, you saw recently where his son, I can't even think of the son's name now, but y'all know who it is. The Oakland. Joe Randa. Ooh, Mark Pryor. Pat the Bat Barrel. Another unsung heroes of Rubio Durazo. Did that say unsung? It did. I could have called that right off the bat. Now, this video might be boring for you right now, but I'm having a lot of fun. Tony Batista. Ooh, Johan Santana. If only he stayed healthy with the Mets. Would have been a Hall of Famer. Ooh, Sidney Ponson. Everybody thought this guy was going to be absolutely insane. I think he started with Oakland. Oh, did he? Oh, he did start with the O's. Ooh, Placido Polanco. John Olerud. Corey Patterson. And John Gall and Dan Heron. These are prospect rookies. I mean, probably not exactly a rookie, but Dan Heron? No. I can picture him with Oakland, but I think that was just a cup of coffee with Oakland. I think he came up with the D-bags. Was he a Cardinal? A Cardinal? I'm not even from that way. Ooh. Big hurt right there. Ooh, Carlos Beltran. Ooh, that uniform. Monarchs? Would that be a retro Royals or like a Negro League thing? I don't know. Ramon Ortiz. There's some foil right there, so that's cool. Jock Jones, which is also right. No, that's Barry Locke and whatever. Ooh, Derek Lee with the Marlins, but to the Cubs, and a foil. Ooh, Delman Young and Chad Gaudin. That's pretty cool. Oh, numbered to 100. Numbered to 100. 93 out of 100. Delman Young. This would have been a great pull in 2004. Let's see. Rich Aurelia. He was an underrated player. The real baseball nerds know that Rich Aurelia was one of the good ones. And then, of course, Big Hurt. God, talk about a close-up. 2004. It's hard to believe that 2004, he's already had a whole career behind him. I think he retired in... I remember with the Oakland Athletics in like 2008, so it's weird. Just feel like I watched his whole career, but Carlos Lee, Paul LaDuca, Dodgers loved him at the time. Jose Reyes, ooh, Fred McGriff, Crime Dog, Barry Zito, always loved him when I was growing up. Hector Jimenez and Eric Bruntlett, and then Matt Lecroy. Let's see, what else do we have here? I mean, I feel like that's a nice little start, for half the side. Ooh, D-Row. Ooh, Mike Mussina. Gotta remember to stay in line with Sammy Sosa. A-Rod, another PC guy. Richard Hidalgo, and what is this, right? Ooh, Jim Tomei. Platinum portraits. Let this be numbered. Nope, but still a cool insert nonetheless, so I will take it. Luis Gonzalez. Ooh, D-Row, Unsung Heroes. Shout out to MLB Network. I loved Mark DeRosa growing up. DeRosa, Giles for call. Good times. The best of times and the worst of times. Shout out Frank Core. Ooh, Eric Chavez. Let's see, Marlon Anderson. I want to say that's actually Marlon Byrd. Because I want to say Marlon Anderson Byrd. I want to say that's his name. Because he played with the Phillies. And I remember Marlon Byrd. I don't know. It looks like him. The facial hair and everything. Maybe. All right. Kerry Wood. Orlando Cabrera. CC. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Oh, okay. What are the odds that I pull Marlon Byrd in the same exact pack? That's insane. All right, so they don't have the same facial hair. It's the chin. They don't even have the same hairdo. Oh, that's crazy. I I told you he played for the Phillies, though. Second year. Oh, that's wild that I called that. That's wild. William Bergola and Josh Hall. We both know those. Ooh, Eric Chavez. This is another Oakland Athletic that I loved watching growing up. Let's see. Ooh, the Giants are going to love this. Ooh, another checklist. Matt Stairs. Ooh, Albert Pujols. Another for the PC pile. Let's see. Zach Day. Ooh, Mark Teixeira and Greg Maddux. That's 2 for the PC. Unsung heroes Jason Michaels. And Jason Schmidt. He was big for the Giants. He's their ace for a couple seasons. Let's see. There's a name I used to like saying when I was younger. Boof Bonza and Rob Bowen. Ooh, Kurt Schilling. Dimitri Young. If you're not aware that he actually collects cards, or used to, it's called the Dimitri Young Collection. You should check that out. Barry Larkin and... Ooh, Derek Jeter Relic. Now that is a PC player, of course. Not numbered, but who cares? And then Mariano Rivera, unsung, off the right behind it for the PC as well. Boof Bonzer, he was a good relief pitcher. I think he was a closer. I used to use him in like the MLB MVP games or whatever they were at the time. Ooh, Ty Wigington. It's a fun name. Ooh, Kazuhiro Sasaki. Probably going to have to go back through these just to make sure they're not numbered. Jamie Moyer. If you know, this is basically my childhood's version of Charlie Morton. Ooh, Ryan Klesko. He's a Braves favorite. Bo Hart. Ooh, another Bo Hart. He sounds familiar. Let's see. Ooh, big signs. Let's go ahead and finish it off. Kendall and Ty Wigington. I thought he was a Tiger. It's the second year. I don't know. Let's see what he looks like. So Griffey and Ichiro for the big signs. That's really neat. And I don't know what any of the checklists look like either. So I got it for nostalgia reasons, so I'm going in blind. So the Jeter Relic is actually pretty big. It's probably still like a $15 card, but... Ooh, Bonderman. He was fun. Ooh, Tim Hudson. Vernon Wells. Javier Vasquez. Traded to the New York Yankees. I didn't even notice that. I wonder if the other ones say traded to... Or, oh, all right. Well, there's one that says, so, Stairs. So, yeah, I missed this. Signed by, traded to. And this one, they did stuff like that. Johnny Damon. Ooh, Hank Blaylock. Levon Hernandez. Every time I read Johnny Damon's name, I gotta refrain from quoting Fever Pitch. And I'm also planning on posting this on YouTube, so I don't think I should say anything too crazy. Let's see. Sean Casey. Shout out MLB Network. Bartolo Colon. Signed by the Angels. Derek Jeter. Nice. Darren Erstad. Tommy Glavine. Chad Bentz and Luis Ayala. And Scott Podsednik. Remember, you call him Scott Pod. Oh, this is before he went to the White Sox, too. I didn't realize. I always thought Scott Podsednik played his whole career with the White Sox. Wait, what? This is 2004? He must have got traded, like, shortly after. Because I want to say he was on the World Series team for the White Sox. Ooh, Jim Thome. Brian Giles. See, images like this, I feel like this would be like a short print or an image variation quality type photo. Omar Vizquel, I can't say his name. And, oh, Jason Giambi, not numbered. Ooh, pinstripe, clubhouse memorabilia. I do believe that is all the relics I'm going to get in this box. So, Jody Garrett and Randy Wynn, unsung heroes. Let's see. You know, I have to look at the checklist. I might just start putting the set together, but it just kind of depends where it's at. Lou Ford, Edgar Martinez, Joe Creedy, I was actually just talking about him a couple days ago. Somebody mentioned Brandon Inge with the Tigers, and, you know, Creedy and Inge were just always synonymous in my brain. Eric Gagne, Jose Cruz, signed by. Every time his name comes up, it's always that one at bat with Barry Bonds. But he was actually a great closer. My main memory of him is the record he set, and I think K-Rod broke it later. Let's see, Jose Cruz, Shannon Stewart. He was underrated. And then Delman Young got in. Let's see. All right. Austin Kearns. I grew up. Ooh, Griffey right off top. That's cool. Derek Lowe. That's always fun. Carlos Delgado should be in the Hall of Fame. Ichiro. Another one for the PC. Aubrey Huff. Javier Lopez. Austin Kearns. Man, I remember, it was around this time, maybe 2003-2, when his rookie card, he was a Chase rookie. All right, let's set this aside. All right, so out of all the wax packs, we got 2 relics, both of them being Yankees. Yeah. So I root for the Braves, and I always get, Philly stuff. I like the Red Sox, so now I'm going to start getting a bunch of Yankee stuff. So that's always going to be nice. This one's PC, though. Derek Jeter, it's probably worth $5, so it's not even worth trying to sell. However, if you're interested in the Giambi, reach out to me, because I don't really care. Or, if you want the Delman Young. All right, let's open the Jumbo. I don't know why these cards are setting aside over here. Start with Jake Peavy. Let's see. Nothing in the center, so let's just go. Barry Larkin, Luis Castillo, Woody Williams, Joel Pinheiro, Larry Walker, Andy Pettit. Oh, yeah, they do. Signed by Esteban Loaiza, Al Leiter, Darren Erstad, Tom Glavine. This is Tom Glavine when he was little, by the way. I don't even know why it's on the desk. Jim Thome, Brian Giles, Omar Vizquel, Lou Ford, Edgar Martinez, Juan Encarnacion. Ooh, big signs, Chipper Jones. So that's always cool. Always getting good. It's always nice to get favorite players. Scott Rowland, Chris Snelling, and Rhett Johnson, and Jake Peavy. All right. Nice to pull an auto. I think the box is tapped out, though. I don't think I'm going to get anything. Well, no. All right. Actually, we'll set that aside because there's something right there. So we'll see. All right. Oh, there's another big signs in here. All right, let me fix this camera. All right. Sosa, A-Rod, Richard Hidalgo, Marlon Anderson, Kerry Wood, Orlando Cabrera, CC Sabathia, Marlon Byrd, Matt Morris, AJ Burnett, Shea Hillenbrand, Josh Beckett, Mike Lieberthal, Garrett Anderson, AJ Pierzynski, shout out to Foul Territory, Torrey Hunter, and then Jason Giambi, big signs. We've done really well with the big signs. Ichiro, Griffey, Jones, Giambi being the worst is still a pretty good get. Let's see, Chipper Jones, Melvin Mora, another favorite player, Clint Barmes, Garrett Atkins. Garrett Atkins was underrated. I know he played third base, but I think he also played the corner outfield a lot. I think he's mainly just like a utility kind of guy for them. All right, last unopened pack, but we still have this pack over here with that thickness right there, so we're going to save that for last, just in case this pack makes me sad. All right, nothing special. all right, there's something. I saw Rangers, so hopefully, yeah, let's just hope for an A-Rod auto. Why not? All right, Jock Jones, Derek Lee traded to the Cubs. Carlos Lee, I think his nickname was El Caballo. Probably not. I don't have a great accent. Paul LaDuca again, Jose Reyes, Crime Dog, Mike Messina, Tino Martinez, Craig Biggio, Raffy Palmeiro, Carlos Pena, Pudge, Kevin Brown, Vladimir Guerrero, Jose Vidro, underrated player, Javi Lopez, signed by the Orioles. All right, I think that is a relic. Let's see, Jason Kendall, Ty Wigington, Jeff Jenkins. I used to say golf. And then, so there's a checklist. And then, let's see, Javi Lopez. And then, oh, A-Rod. So it's not a relic. It's platinum portraits. Once again, not numbered. But, you know, that's who I was hoping for when I saw the Rangers. So there we go. Now let's go ahead and try not to spoil this. Oh, I'm about to spoil it. All right. Matt Stairs. Ooh, Albert Pujols right there. Zach Day. Mark Teixeira again. Kurt Schilling traded to Boston Red Sox. That is a beautiful card. Because if you know what happens in 2004 for the Red Sox, that's a cool card. Dimitri Young. Ooh, Roy Halladay. Rest in peace. Jeremy Bonderman. Tim Hudson. Vernon Wells. Javier Vazquez. Sean Casey. Bartolo Colon. Derek Jeter. Ryan Wagner. Kip Wells. Jeff Kent, Marquise Grissom, and Hideo Nomo nameplates. Oh, there's a little seam in there. I bet it's numbered. Yep, 312 to 390. I mean, I could have preferred a better player, but Hideo Nomo is pretty iconic in his own right. So that's not a bad card at all. Yeah, so here's all the hits, or at least, well, you all know the good names. That was basically PC, but the 3 hits. Nomo, numbered to 390. You know, a little pinstripe right there, or a seam from a letter or something, so that's a cool one. And then Jeter, and as well, Giambi. So, yeah, Dodgers and Yankees. All right, that's it. Thank you.